Hi, I'm Adam.
And I'm Joe.
And together we are the Maladjusted Misfits.
And this is the one where we talk about friends. Mwah.
Mwah. Mwah, Eleanor. Mwah, Cooper. Mwah, 11.
Oh, Adam, you don't have to kiss all the animals to hide that you're kissing me. You're allowed to kiss me.
But they get so jealous, and I want it to be fair.
They do get jealous.
Welcome, Misfits, and hello to any new Friends fans that have stumbled across our podcast.
Every week, we rewatch the next episode in sequential order because that makes the most sense.
Yeah, and then we break it down.
And we look up trivia.
And give our own maladjusted take on the whole kissing everybody episode.
And we try and make each other laugh.
And fingers crossed, one of you two.
Yeah. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
Anything going on?
No, busy week, but
Yep.
other than that, it was okay.
Busy.
Busy. The stuff doesn't stop. Like, it's just...
The stuff doesn't stop. That's the thing about life.
Yeah,
the stuff doesn't stop.
It doesn't stop. It's like every day there's something.
There's more stuff. It's annoying.
What are we doing this week?
This week is the one with all the kissing.
I love this episode. Tell us what the IMDb plot is.
Chandler must constantly kiss the girls to cover up a kiss he gave to Monica to hide their affair. Phoebe gets irritated when the gang constantly talk about London, and Rachel puts Monica in charge of her love life. Ross tries to contact Emily.
Our episode director is Gary Halverson.
Gary.
He's back. He only directed one episode in season 4, the one with the girl from Poughkeepsie.
Yeah.
And he directs 7 episodes in season 5.
Nice.
Yeah. It was interesting reading about Gary. He directs a lot of live Broadway shows, which I found interesting.
Yeah, okay.
He also directed a David Copperfield stunt, like trick, scam, whatever one.
Yeah.
So we watched one of those.
Illusion is the word he prefers.
We were watching something on YouTube about him earlier in the week, and it was really funny because it was like, I totally can tell he's not doing that.
It was him levitating over the Grand Canyon.
Yeah, it's like...
I don't know how that ended up in our feed, but...
No, but it was
like,
funny.
This looks silly. Why would anybody think this... I told you that my parents took me to see him when I was rather young.
Yeah.
At like a little theater in our area.
Mm-hmm. Even then, you were like...
Well, our seats were so far off to the side that the mirrors were not lined up correctly. So half of the tricks didn't look right. And I was like, oh, well, now magic is ruined. Okay. It was like, okay.
You think they would check that before they...
Yeah, you think they'd have somebody stand in all the corners? Okay. They don't care. They just want to get as many tickets in there as possible.
That's true. Our episode writer was Will Calhoun. Previous episodes in season 3 and 4. And he'll write 2 in season 5. And he also went on to be a writer of my favorite TV show, Grace and Frankie.
That's your favorite?
One of my favorites.
Oh, breaking news, everybody. Jen's new favorite TV show.
Okay, which TV show do I put on more? Grace or Frankie or Friends?
Well, Friends.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Grace or Frankie in quite a while.
No, because it's like once you watch through it, you got to give it a break and then go through it again.
Right.
Yeah. When was our original air date?
The original air date for this episode was October 1st, 1998.
Oh.
New to the box office top 10 that week was A Night at the Roxbury, starring Chris Kattan and Will Ferrell. Remember that one?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
I remember seeing it. I mean, in the Saturday Night Live skit, just kind of run. I just remember them.
And we've talked about Will Ferrell before. Like, some people are really good transitioning. Like, Kristen Wiig is an amazing. Bill Hader is fantastic. Right. Amy Poehler, Andy Samberg. They're really good at making that transition from Saturday Night Live. But then there are
Will Ferrell made a successful transition. You just didn't care for his movies.
I love some...
He seems so nice.
Yeah. I love some of his movies. I just don't like the goofy, stupid movies. All right, going on.
All right, so in the number 2 spot, we have What Dreams May Come, where Robin Williams plays a guy searching the afterlife for his wife. Remember that one?
Yeah, so sad.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, man.
And in the number 1 spot, a murky CG animated movie starring Anne Bancroft, Danny Glover, Dan Aykroyd, Jane Curtin, Jennifer Lopez, Sharon Stone, Gene Hackman, Sylvester Stallone, and Woody Allen.
Wow.
That's right, it's everybody's favorite animated film, Ants, with a Z.
Oh my God.
Because Woody Allen's character's name is Z.
Oh, I see.
Which is the kind of wordplay kids love.
I don't remember that, but I love A Bug's Life. All right, are you ready for some trivia?
What's my line again? Yes, I am ready.
So this is the last season to premiere all of its episodes in the 1990s.
Ooh.
Yep, starting in season 6.
Yeah, well, it'll be 99 at the start.
Yep. When Joey is in the door of their bathroom talking to Chandler in the bathtub, you get a rare glimpse of the fourth wall of the guy's apartment that's never seen often.
Yeah.
In this episode, Ross's hair grows taller and stays that way until it is slightly shorter in the one with the ride-along, because he goes crazy, and remember, he's like, moves in with the guys, and his hair's
his hair is really big this season. I call it his Goblet of Fire season. Because Harry Potter had that crazy long hair for Goblet of Fire.
He did. It's like that rebellion haircut. Despite being married to Emily during most of the episode, Ross doesn't wear his wedding ring.
Oh. Just one more thing she'd be mad about if she knew it.
She'd be like, dude. This is the first episode ever where the opening titles are cut down. This was done in order to add more scenes in the episode by bringing the running time down. So they shortened the I'll be there for you section.
Okay.
Mid-episode, Phoebe says, Central Park.
Ooh, it's right by my house.
Central Park is over 3 miles from the friend's apartment. It's established that Phoebe lives the furthest away in the one with the Kips.
Right,
season 5, episode 5. So, yeah.
So she could live closer to the park.
Yeah, it's true.
It could be by her house.
That's true. And then costume designer Deborah McGuire of Friends has stated that the yellow strapless dress worn by Rachel in this episode is the piece about which she has received the most questions from fans seeking to buy one of their own.
Nice.
Even many years later after the series ended. As the fashion label Idol has long since gone out of business, she now advises those desiring the outfit to bring a screen capture to the dressmaker and have one custom made.
Just bring the whole episode. Like here.
Just watch this.
Did you ever want one of those?
No, I'm not a fan of strapless dresses.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you don't wear a lot of strapless dresses.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, I wear spaghetti straps, but I don't know what it is. You just take those off, I feel naked.
Well, she looks naked without it.
She does, yeah. And it's kind of like why are you wearing that on the first date? He's just wearing jeans and a shirt. And
yeah.
It's like, I don't know.
She's going all out.
Yeah.
She's trying to overcompensate like she does. It makes sense if you think about it.
What were your episode reactions?
It's nice to be back in the coffee house and the apartments again. I like the Monica Chandler stuff and Phoebe feeling left out, and Rachel laughs at herself and straightens out a bit. Lots of funny stuff in this one. I enjoyed this one a lot.
Agreed. I love the romance with Chandler and Monica because it is a romance despite everyone thinking they're just sleeping together or hooking up. I mean, he's taking a bath with her. You don't do that if you're just messing around. Okay, anyway. And I love the life control thing. It's so sitcom-y to like give somebody control of your love life.
Right. Yeah, that is
it's funny. I start to forgive Rachel a little after she admits how dumb it sounds by telling Ross. Yeah. And I like Joey tries to get in on the sugar too. There's some cut scenes in this that are really funny. And it really plays up on that. Give me some sugar.
A lot of cut stuff in this one.
Yeah.
All right. You ready for favorites?
Yeah.
Joe, what's your favorite line?
I have to go with Joey. There was so many. So while I'm watching and taking my notes, I write down my favorite lines. And I had like 6.
Yeah.
And I had to go back and but I'm going to go with Joey. When he leans over to Chandler after Rachel's licked the pictures and Monica says, I know that wasn't about me. And says, I bet it was a little bit about her.
It was a little about her.
I think that's hilarious. Chandler kind of goes, oh, yeah. What about you?
I went with Ray Green line. Okay, I couldn't get a plane out, so I had to stay in their honeymoon suite with people coming up to me all the time going, oh, Mrs. Geller, what are you crying?
You do say, "Oh, Mrs. Geller, why you cry all the time?"
Sometimes you're crying, and I don't know why you're crying, and I will ask you that question.
And I usually laugh.
Yeah.
All right, favorite moment. I have to go with the cute cold open in the bathtub. I could eat some chicken.
My favorite moment was something you've already mentioned, when Rachel gets fed up and just licks Monica's photos.
It's so funny.
I got a lot going on. Could you stop with the photos, please?
Oh, edges, please, smudgies. Favorite outfit. This was hard. They stepped up the outfits, and there was quite a few in this episode. I did not pick the yellow dress, but I picked Monica's cute zigzag rainbow dress in the coffee shop when they were showing her the pictures.
Yeah.
It's really cute.
Yeah, I didn't pick the yellow dress either. Like I said, I told you this before we recorded.
Right.
I felt like I liked that dress, but it's more her shoulders and her arms and her neck than anything else.
Right. Like, she's been in other strapless dresses that we felt were very complimentary.
Well, again, it's the first episode back from summer.
Yeah.
She's
tan.
Yeah, she's like fit, and she knows it. But I went with Rachel's outfit on her return from Greece.
Oh, yeah. It's very cute. It's adorable. Yeah. She could have worn that to the wedding. I wouldn't have been as mad.
Right. If she would have been wearing that on the plane over.
Right. All right. Themes we explored in this episode. Theme 1, being left out of group high fives over London. Yeah. That's sad.
Yeah, it's fun to teach people with that, though. Right? High five.
High five.
Theme 2, abandoning your wife, Rachel.
Emily.
On a plane to Greece. Wow.
Yeah. Bad move. Bad move. Theme 3, mink poopery. I love that line. I think it's so hilarious.
Yeah, he says that line pretty funny, too.
Yeah.
Monica's going to make poopery. And theme 4, giving someone else control of your decisions.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I did that 30 years ago.
I mean, your parents control your decisions all the way up until you get out of the house, and then you're like, can I give this back to somebody? I don't like this anymore. All right, we're going to take a quick break before we break down the episode.
That's right. Yasu, welcome to Athens Marriott.
Okay, hi. Yeah. So here's the thing. I'm not supposed to be here.
Porcelain. Name, please.
Okay, I'm Rachel Green, but the reservation is under Ross Geller. But this is going to be for their honeymoon, and I don't want to stay in that room.
Miss Geller, yes, we have honeymoon suites ready for you.
No, I'm not Mrs. Geller. This is not my honeymoon. Repeat, not my honeymoon. Not Mrs. Geller. I'm basically stuck on someone else's romance package, and I hate it.
Mrs. Geller, your suite is ready with champagne and roses.
No, no, no. Those rose petals and champagne are for them. I need, a sad single plate of fries and a ticket to New York.
New York, go Yankees.
No. Why did I get on the plane?
Miss Geller, why you cry? All right, we're back.
We're back. We're going to start with the cold open. Chandler and Joey's bathroom. Chandler and Monica are sharing a candlelit bubble bath while drinking champagne, and they clink their glasses.
See, this is why you get into acting. So you can be in a bathtub with Courtney Cox.
I don't know. I still think that bathtub thing is not cracked up. Maybe it's because you're so tall and I'm so short. I don't know. Anyway. Monica goes, you look cute in bubbles. And Chandler goes, you're just liquored up. They move in to kiss, but are interrupted by Joey knocking on the door. He goes, hey, it's me. I'm coming in. Monica quickly dives under the water, holding her breath as Joey enters. Yeah. He looks a little shocked at what Chandler's doing.
Well, yeah.
This was almost my favorite line. Chandler goes, I've had a very long, hard day.
I guess. And then there's a couple of cut lines where Chandler goes, you're home early. And Joey replies with, yeah, my date threw up.
We watched the cut scenes yesterday. It was pretty funny how he's like, yeah, my date threw up. And he shrugs.
Yeah, my date threw up.
But I think they cut it because they were like, Monica's underwater, people.
Right.
So Joey goes on to say, I'm going to go get some chicken. You want some? And Chandler goes, no thanks, no chicken. Bye-bye then. Joey goes, okay. He turns to leave and stops at the door. You sure? Extra crispy, dirty rice, beans. For the last time, Joey, no, get out.
If I wanted dirty rice, would I be in the bathtub?
Joey, confused, goes, all right. Joey leaves and Monica comes up for air. Chandler apologizes. Are you okay? I'm so sorry. He wouldn't leave. He kept asking me about chicken. Monica goes, chicken? I could eat some chicken. Again, I really loved the delivery of that line.
It's all the delivery, yeah.
It's so funny. So Chandler goes, hey, Joe. Monica goes back underwater and Joey re-enters. Chandler recites his chicken order. Can I get a 3-piece, some coleslaw, some beans, and a Coke? Diet Coke. We assume that Monica has pinched him, kicked him, or something underwater.
And that's such a girl thing to do for a Diet Coke.
Right. Don't give me a regular Coke. Joey gives a thumbs up and heads for the chicken. He doesn't at all seem surprised that Chandler just told him to get out and now is calling him back.
Sometimes you sit and think about chicken for a minute and then you're like, yeah, that would be good.
Just like Monica.
Yeah.
Q, I'll be there for you.
All right. Next, we are at Monica and Rachel's. We join Chandler, Joey, and Monica eating breakfast. Phoebe enters with a hey and looking about as half as pregnant she did in the last episode.
So note, Lisa Kudrow has already given birth at this point, and it's a fake triplet belly.
Right.
So you'll notice that it's very, prominently round, and in a few scenes, she actually folds her belly because she leans forward.
Yeah, it definitely moves around a lot more than it used to. The friends say hey and morning, Pheebs, and Phoebe's like, I have to tell you this story. Okay, I was coming over here, and this driver, and Joey interrupts, asking, was his name Angus? And Monica and Chandler laugh at Joey's remark, but Phoebe's like, what? And Joey explains to Phoebe, oh, he was this cab driver we had in London. And Phoebe dismissively mocks, oh, right, anyway. But I think it's funny that Monica interrupts, asking Joey, wait, what was that place the puppy took us to? And Joey can't think of it, so Chandler answers, the Wheat Sheaf. And Joey agrees, yeah. Oh, and they had that beer that, and Monica fills in this gap, Boddingtons! And the three that have been to London say, Boddingtons, woohoo! And they all high-five each other excitedly. And Chandler notices that Phoebe's feeling left out and goes, Pheebs was going to tell us the story. And Phoebe tries to finish up saying, yeah, so he had a really funny hat. Then she throws her hands up saying, I don't want to talk about it.
I like it. She doesn't say anything to them. She's just like, I don't want to talk about it.
Right. You did this to me the other night. I started to make some joke, and my lead in, you went on this, tirade. You started talking about something else, and then I was like, I was just setting up a joke.
I remember that. And you were so tired and a little tipsy. You were like, I don't remember what I was going to say.
I don't remember what it was. We've been talking for 5 minutes now.
Shh.
Boddingtons, I think. I don't know. Ross enters then, both giving and receiving haze, and Joey says, hey, Ross, Boddingtons. And Ross celebrates the beer. Yeah, they high-five. I'm not sure Ross should be high-fiving anything from London, but I'm glad he enjoyed his beverage.
I want to know when they all went together.
Right.
But you had a favorite beer when we went to Iceland. Do you remember it?
Yeah, I do.
What was it called?
It was Gull.
And tell them why you had a beer in Iceland, because you're not normally a beer drinker.
I'm not normally a beer drinker, so I figured if anybody ever offered me a beer, I could be like, the best beer I ever had was in Iceland. It was Gull.
And they were like, oh, we don't have any Gull. Oh, then I don't want a beer.
I'm fine then.
I love that. You said that when we were in Iceland. I cracked up.
When I got it, when I ordered it, you were like, why are you getting a beer?
So when anyone asks, I can say.
I can use it as a bragging point about being to Iceland.
High five about Iceland.
Woo!
Yay!
Joey points out that was good beer. You know, I'd walk back to London for another frosty one of those bad boys. And Ross informs Joey, you know, I think they have those at that British pub near the Trade Center. And Joey heads for the door going, later.
Isn't it morning? Aren't they having breakfast?
They are. But if he has to walk down to the Trade Center from Chelsea. Yeah.
It could take him a while.
Ross then asks Monica, isn't Rachel supposed to be back by now? And Monica answers, yeah, but her plane got delayed in Athens. But actually, Mon checks her watch. She should be here by now. And Ross asks further, so you talked to her? Did she sound mad? And Monica goes, no, but she likes me. And then points to Ross, you abandoned her on a plane to Greece. Ross then starts yelling and acting defensive.
And
okay.
This is like the pinpoint of the starting of him starting to go off the deep end.
Oh, no. I mean, that started, I think, at the band.
Oh, yeah.
The band.
I don't care about the band.
Just after the wedding, he started to go downhill.
But this is so funny.
Yeah, but I did not abandon Rachel, okay? Emily showed up at the airport. I had to go after her. I mean, what else could I do? She's my wife. Rachel is my wife. You know, Emily is my wife. Man, what is that? So, well, Ross, this is a parapraxis, or what some may call a Freudian slip. You see, the unconscious does not lie dormant, often revealing itself in moments of speech. In Ross's case, the utterance of Rachel at these critical moments is no accident. It is the Geller's unconscious mind betraying his true affections, divulging a lingering attachment to Rachel, while simultaneously suppressing his doubts about marrying Emily.
Duh.
And moving on, Phoebe asks Ross, so you haven't heard from Emily? And he admits, no, not since I lost her at the airport. And Chandler mocks, I can't believe she can outrun you, man. And Ross, again, going over the deep end, screams, hey, she's fast, okay? Ross nearly scared Chandler out of his chair with that outburst. And he continues, oh, you think you can beat me? Let's go outside.
And Ross starts to get a grip with some cut lines saying, I'm sorry, I'm just a little. But Monica interrupts, slow. And I love the facial expression that Chandler gives to Monica. Yeah. Like, ooh, that was a good one.
That was a good one. They're really tag teaming him on this one.
Then to Monica, Ross yells, oh, you want some? Okay, get some shoes on. Pointing at her, he goes, let's go, man. Monica gives in. It's cool, okay? You're the fastest.
You're the fastest. Surprised that she's willing to.
Oh, I know. That's probably why they cut it.
That's when Rachel enters with a chipper, hi. And they all hey as Monica and Chandler hug Rachel hello. And Ross apologizes straight out of the gate. Rach, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But Rachel blows it off. Oh, Ross, come on. You just did what you had to do. And she stops to give Phoebe a kiss. Ross asks, that's it? You're not mad? I mean, it must have been terrible. And Rachel laughs, terrible? Hell, I was in Greece. It was a nice hotel, nice beach, met nice people. Not too shabby for Rachel. She says this all happy as she rolls her luggage into her room. And Ross is like, so what? That's it? And Rachel tells him, yeah, we're cool. Totally cool. And Ross is shocked. Oh, okay, thanks. You're the best. And they hug. And Rachel goes, oh, no, you're the best.
That's your sign it's not okay.
And Ross is like, I thought the writers would have definitely have you go off on me. Anyways, I gotta go to the flower store. And he runs to the door as he explains, check it out. No one will tell me where Emily is, so I'm going to send 72 long-stemmed red roses to Emily's parents' house, one for each day that I've known and loved her. That ought to get her talking to me again. And Chandler suggests, Ross, when you make out the card, be sure to make it out to Emily. And Ross gives Chandler the Geller double bump for that before leaving. Monica's excited and tells Rachel, Rach, that's great. It's good that you had such a good time in Greece. And I love this is when she turns and gives Monica a very prickly look and goes, what? With Ross gone, Rachel can now express her true feelings. I didn't have a good time in Greece. Ross abandoned me, okay? I couldn't get a plane out, so I had to stay in their honeymoon suite with people coming up to me all the time going, oh, Mrs. Geller, why you cry? I mean, it's so humiliating. I felt like such an idiot. I mean, it's all my fault, and you know why, because I make very bad decisions. And Adam goes, you do. But Chandler comforts her while lying. Oh, that's not true. And Rachel starts arguing her case, citing her bad decisions. Yes, it is true. I went after Ross in stupid London. And I like that Phoebe jumps on this train. London is stupid. Stupid.
And then there's some cut lines, so Rachel cites even more bad decisions. I put on a cheerleading outfit to seduce Joshua. Then I lost him because I asked him to marry me after 4 dates. And then I went to Greece on someone else's honeymoon. Okay, do these sound like very good decisions to you? It's like you wrote this, Adam.
Yeah.
In response, Monica replies with, I like your little braid.
I like your little braid. It's cute.
Rachel complains, all right, you know what? I shouldn't be allowed to make my decisions anymore.
All right, back to the normal content. Rachel continues, Phoebe, you were right. I should have never gone to London, and from now on, you make all my decisions for me. And Phoebe turns that down with oh no, I did that for someone once, and I'm not comfortable having that kind of power and control over somebody's life.
I'll do it.
I love that. It seems like more of a job for Monica anyway.
Right?
She looks determined too. Like, I'll do it. I'll go do a good job. Phoebe would have Rachel dating Kenny the copy boy or something anyway. Rachel could give a shit as long as she doesn't need to think anymore. That's fine. So, Monica, you are now in control of my love life. And at this point, Chandler says, okay, I gotta go to work. And he plants a rather passionate goodbye kiss on Monica. And Monica reaches up and cups his head.
Oh.
And Rachel and Phoebe look like, what the shit is this? What's happening right now? And it's not until that their kiss breaks that they both realized what has just happened. And in an attempt to further hide his relationship with Monica, Chandler makes a bold choice. He says, and Rachel, glad to have you back. And Chandler leans down and plants a kiss on Rachel. She is not as receptive as Monica was. Finishing with Rachel, Chandler says, Pheebs! And then he slaps a kiss on her lips. Her eyes are wide open with shock and terror. After, Chandler says, always a pleasure. And Chandler struts out of the apartment, leaving the girls to ponder that experience.
Oh, it's so funny. I love the look on both their faces when they realize what they did. All right, now we're at Central Perk. Monica, Rachel, Chandler, and Joey. And they're looking at pictures from the trip to London. Monica says, oh, Rachel, sweetie, look, here's a really cute picture of Joey and you at the reception. The reception that she shouldn't be at, and she shouldn't be wearing a sweatsuit. Anyway. Rachel goes, oh, he's married. Ross is married. I still can't believe it. She grabs the pictures
You
from
were
Monica.
there. You saw it.
Monica gets anxious. Honey, sweetie, by the edges. Rachel goes, I mean, you know, I'm just going to have to accept it. She grabs the rest of the pictures. Monica covers her eyes in horror. Oh. Rachel goes, I mean, it's my fault. Monica, losing her grip, stutters, sweetie, edges, fingers, smudgy pictures. Rachel shouts, oh my God. And then she licks the top picture and hands it back.
I did that to somebody once. I forget who I did that to.
Monica says, okay, that's okay. I know that you're very upset right now. I know that wasn't about me. And then Joey leans into Chandler. I bet it was about her a little.
And come on, look, there's a guy in the coffee shop wearing a sweater vest. They're just teasing us.
All right, calm down. It's just the middle of the episode. So Monica tells Rachel, if you would stop thinking about Ross for 1 minute, you would notice there are great guys everywhere. I mean, look at Gunther.
Oh.
Gunther turns to listen and he smiles and stands up straight. I mean, he's nice. He's cute.
I like that his hair is shorter, so it's not as poofy and white.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still white,
Right.
but it's not as poofy as it normally is.
And then Rachel goes, yeah, I guess Gunther is kinda. And then Monica interrupts her and goes, ooh, what about that guy over there? She points out another guy and Gunther is deflated. Remember, that is the guy you flirted with at the counter that time.
Poor Gunther, just long enough to get his hopes up before it's gone.
Rachel says, oh, I don't know. Monica declares, you are gonna talk to him. You know what? We made a deal. I make your decisions and I say you're gonna talk to him. Rachel doesn't put up a fight and says, all right, you're the boss. I guess I gotta do what you tell me. Joey leans over and says, say that to him and you're golden.
Oh, 100%.
Phoebe enters the coffee house and the gang greet her with haze. Monica tries again with the pictures. We got our pictures back from London. Here's all of us at the Tower of London.
Oh.
Phoebe grabs the pictures. Oh, here we all are. Yeah, there's Ross and Joey and you and me. She picks up a Sharpie marker and draws herself in. Monica can't watch. I like how she finds a Sharpie marker on the coffee table at the coffee house. I mean, we have a caddy of pens in our kitchen, and I can never find a Sharpie when I need one.
No. And you know she didn't click the lid all the way back on.
Monica's really upset now. So Chandler realizes that Pheebs is feeling left out, and he goes, "Oh, right, we've been talking about London too much, haven't we?" Phoebe apologized. "No, I'm sorry. It's just because I couldn't be there, because all I ever get to do now is pregnant stuff. It just bums me out." They all apologize to Phoebe.
In a couple cut lines, Monica confides, "You know what I like to do? It sounds a little corny, but sometimes when I get bummed out, I just like to close my eyes and think of what a wonderful gift life is." And then when Phoebe leans her head back and closes her eyes, Monica quickly grabs her pictures back and puts them away in her purse. And then once they're all back and safe, she goes, "See?" And Phoebe opens her eyes and goes, "Uh-huh."
I love that. It was so funny to watch that scene. Yeah. Monica scurries over, grabs the pictures, throws them in her purse and goes, "See?"
And when you watch the regular version with it not in there, the pictures just disappear from Phoebe.
Nobody knows why. Yeah. So Rachel returns and Monica asks, "What happened?" And Rachel goes, "Well, a little of this, a little of that. Got myself a date tomorrow night." Monica, feeling triumphant, says, "See, didn't I tell you you're getting over Ross already?" Rachel shrugs. "Well." Gunther goes up to the guy, holds a sign that reads, "We reserve the right to refuse service to anyone. Get out."
Get out. All right, back to Monica and Rachel's. Chandler enters to find Monica waiting for him. They are so excited to see each other.
Aww.
And they start kissing.
Aww.
Monica pants, "What took you so long?" And Chandler breathes, "I got caught up at work, but I'm quitting tomorrow."
I love that line too.
Monica gasps as they start kissing each other with mucho pasión. And Rachel, Phoebe, and Joey walk in and find them kissing. Chandler quickly ends the kiss with Monica saying, "So thanks for having me over." And then he says, "Rach," and grabs her, wrapping his arm around her and kissing her bye-bye. And Pheebs. And there's a moment's pause when he tries to figure out a way around her Prager's belly. And then jumping out of the path of the kissing tornado, Joey goes, "See ya." After Chandler leaves, Joey asks, "What the hell was that?" Monica implies, "Probably some, European goodbye thing you picked up in London." And Rachel begs to differ. "That's not European." But Phoebe argues, "Well, it felt French."
Ooh. Oh. And Joey has a cut bit at the end of the scene saying, "Well, I guess it's time for me to say goodbye to mon frère," which means my brother.
My brother.
To Monica, he adds, "Come here and give me a little sugar." Monica puts her hands in his face and pushes him away.
Yeah, right on his face.
It's so funny. All right, we're in the hallway between the apartments. Rachel's returning from her date with Dave. Rachel goes, "Oh, God, I had a really good time." Dave goes, "Yeah, me too." They reach her door and he goes, "So I guess this is it." Is that normal? That sounds weird to me.
This is it. Are we going to kiss or am I going to get some or what?
Rachel agrees, unless you want to come inside. And Dave enthusiastically goes, "Yeah."
Yes.
Rachel goes, "Okay, wait a minute. You know what? I can't decide this. Hold on one second."
I can't decide this? I'd be like, gonna wander away now.
Yeah. Dave says, "Okay, yeah. Come on, Dave. That doesn't sound fishy to you."
Yeah, come on.
She enters the apartment, leaving Dave in the hallway to find Ross sitting on the couch with a big box. They greet each other with highs, while Ross goes, "Hi."
Hi.
Rachel says, "Is Monica around?" She has to ask her something.
Mm-hmm.
Ross sadly says, "She's doing her laundry." Rachel asks, "What's that?" and points to the box next to him. Ross says, "It came in the mail today. It's 72 long-stemmed red roses, one for each day that I've known and loved Emily, cut up into mulch."
That's $20 I'll never see again.
Rachel goes, "Oh, honey, that's awful." Ross sarcastically says, "Oh, it's not so bad. Monica's going to make poopery. I think I'm going to go wander out in the rain for a while." And Rachel points out, "It's not raining." Ross whines, "I can't catch a break."
Oh.
Rachel says, "You know what, Ross? You're not going anywhere. You're going to sit right here. I'm going to make you a cup of tea, and we're going to talk this whole thing out, okay?" She goes to talk to Dave. Listen, I'm going to need to take a rain check. My roommate is just really sick. Okay, bye." She goes back in to talk to Ross, sits next to him and comforts him. Honey, listen, I know things seem so bad right now. Monica pokes her head in and says, hey, Rach, can I talk to you for a minute? I dropped some socks. Rachel hesitates, but says, yeah. She goes out to join her in the hall and starts looking for the dropped socks. I like how she actually looks for the socks.
She's looking because she doesn't want to listen to what's being said to her.
Monica starts yelling, what is the matter with you? Do you want to fall into the trap? Do you want to fall into the trap?
The trap.
Rachel finally points out, you did not drop any socks. Monica says, I just ran into Dave and he told me that you blew him off. You listen to me. Now I'm calling the shots. I say you leave Ross alone and you go get Dave. What the hell were you trying to do? Rachel says, well, ultimately I was trying, I wanted to tell him, that I'm still in love with him. Monica gasps, what? You cannot tell him that.
You cannot tell him that.
Rachel yells back, why not? People love to hear that.
And there's a couple quick cut lines where Rachel adds, come on, I love you. Now, wasn't that nice? And Monica answers, no.
So Monica points out, I make the decisions and I say no. Rachel goes, well, you know what? You do not make my decisions because you know what? You're fired. Monica points out, you can't fire me. I make your decisions and I say I'm not fired. Ha! Rachel's at a loss for words. Well, she grabs some of Monica's laundry and throws it on the floor as a diversion to allow Rachel to run back inside and close the door. Monica chases her to find that Rachel has locked the door.
Lock the door.
She pounds on the door. Rachel, come on, let me in. Joey pokes his head out. Having some trouble? Monica shares that Rachel locked the door. Mm-hmm. Joey says, I'll kick that door in if you give me a little sugar.
Oh, Joey. Then we have yet another cut bit from inside the apartment. Rachel goes, Ross, there's something I want to talk to you about. I need to, but Monica is just continuing to bang on the door and yelling, Rachel, open this door. Ross asks Rachel, what, is it locked? And Rachel goes, she's fine, just listen. They're still pounding. Monica does her Captain America impression. Rachel, I can do this all night if I have to. Ross asks, do you want me to get that? And Rachel attempts, no, you know what? Just let her do her thing and we'll do our thing because I really need to tell you, but Monica just keeps pounding.
Ross gets fed up and decides to open the door for her, in which she has a sock on her hand she was banging with.
Oh, it's so cute.
It is. Monica says, thank you. Rachel, can I talk to you outside for a sec? Rachel replies, no.
No.
Monica pleads, I really need to talk to you. Rachel says, well then talk. Monica tries to talk in code. Okay, I will. Remember that thing we just discussed that you wanted to do? Rachel goes, yes.
Yes.
Ross, curious, goes, what thing?
And I think Monica should have just given up and been like, Rachel wants to tell you that she loves you.
Right.
But I think that's really stupid.
But I do like how she spins this yarn.
Yeah, I do like the yarn spinning.
And she goes, well, Rachel wants to take swing dance lessons. She turns to Rachel, which I think is a really stupid idea. It's dangerous. She's never going to get what she wants. And who knows who she might, and she turns back looking at Ross, end up hurting. I love that, just like the way she changes.
Right.
Ross actually buys this. Okay. And turns to Rachel. Monica's right. Swing dancing can be tricky.
Monica's right.
I'm going to use the phone. I got to cancel those 5 giant teddy bears I sent to Emily. He looks at the rose mulch. My God, think of the massacre. Rachel goes, I'm going to do it. Monica's, all right, Rachel, I know you think I'm crazy, but please, before you tell him you love him, just try to find one person who thinks this is a good idea, because I bet you can't. Rachel protests, but Monica begs, please. Rachel says, fine. All right, fine. There's a loud bang on the door, and Monica shouts, Joey, I'm in. Joey says in tremendous pain, all right, good deal.
Good deal. Good deal. Back at Central Perk, Joey, Chandler, and Monica are there.
And even with more cut content.
I know, but I can't wait.
Go ahead and tell them.
Chandler's wearing a sweater vest in the scene. I think I peed a little.
Episode 2, sweater vest.
Yay.
All right, I'm going to continue with the cut part now, okay?
Okay, just remember, everybody, Chandler is wearing a sweater vest in this scene.
So Rachel enters saying hi, and they all, hey. Rachel back. Monica asks, so did you find someone that agrees with you yet? Rachel admits, no. But you know what? I think I need a male point of view. And Chandler leans in and she says, Joey? Chandler settles back. You're a man. Joey assures her, you got that right. Rachel then asks, do you think it would be a good idea if I told Ross that I was still in love with him? He goes, nope.
Nope.
I love it, and I think they should have kept that in. I love that part.
Stupid overtime. Then Phoebe enters, and they all go, hey, Pheebs, because they're all super excited. And Joey asks, okay, Pheebs? And Pheebs is like, yeah. And Joey continues, you know how the other day you were talking about how you didn't get to go to London and you were feeling left out? And Phoebe's like, yeah, because, she remembers.
Right.
And Joey explains, all right, well, we felt really bad about it, so we decided we should take a little trip together. And now Phoebe's excited. Oh, that's nice. How great. Well, where's the trip? And Monica jumps in now. We thought we'd all go to a picnic. And Phoebe can't wait for the reveal in Central Park. And Phoebe responds, Central Park? Her excitement definitely waning mid-sentence. Central Park? Joey keeps selling, yeah, all of us, all day. But Phoebe ain't buying that. That sucks. That's not a trip. I just came from the park. What are we going to high-five about at the stupid Central Park? We'll try by my house. Woo! Chandler scoffs, well, I'm going to go home and bask in the triumph of my Central Park idea. And as he gets up to go, Rachel is right next to him, and she stops him. Whoa, hey there, wait a second there, Mr. Kissy. I just mean to talk to you about this whole little new European thing you got going on, and I just need to tell you that it makes me very uncomfortable, and you just stop it. And Chandler defends, I was just trying to bring a little culture to the group. And Phoebe instructs him, that's fine, just don't bring it in my mouth. And Monica, probably thinking it'd be bad if she did not add anything, says, makes me want to puke. And Chandler kind of gives her a look like, a two, Monica? A two?
We're still at Central Park. Rachel, Monica, Chandler, and Joey are there. And Ross enters with Phoebe. Ross shouts, hey, everybody, Pheebs is here. And the gang excitedly, hey, Phoebes, and goes, woo. Phoebe, confused at the outpouring of excitement at her entrance, goes, okay, woo, hi. Chandler starts with, okay, Pheebs, we decided the picnic idea was a little, it didn't have any, it blew. So we thought this afternoon that we would all go away for the whole weekend to Atlantic City.
Atlantic City?
Phoebe gets excited. Oh, Atlantic City, that's a great plan. Whose plan was that? Joey shouts, mine. Ross says, wait, it was my plan. Joey protests, no, I said we needed a new plan. Ross replies, and I came up with Atlantic City. Joey finishes, which is the new plan.
Come on.
And I like how he looks at Chandler like, right. Come on.
Right?
Monica stops the madness and says, okay, well, why don't we all meet upstairs in about an hour? Phoebe goes, okay, ooh, I'm going to go pack my ass off.
And in a cut line, Ross adds the disgusting line, well, I think I'm going to grab some coffee because my ass is already packed. And then they all catch what he says, and they all get grossed out.
It's really funny. They all leave to go pack except for Ross. Mm-hmm. Monica gets up and says, come on, Rach, let's go. And now that I see that this dress, it's white with coral. It's so cute. It's a little sundress. I might change my favorite outfit. No, I'm going to keep it. I like the rainbow stripe dress. Okay. So Rachel says, yeah, I'm going to meet you upstairs in a minute. Monica begs, no, Rachel, you didn't find anyone. You can't tell him.
You can't, so you didn't. Or didn't, so you can't.
Rachel doesn't care. Well, you know what? That doesn't matter. Monica sits back down and says, okay, Rachel, do you have any idea how painful it is to tell someone that you love them and not have them say it back? Rachel sighs, yeah, I don't care. See, that would bother me. I would care. Monica shakes her head and says, okay, I can't watch. And she leaves as Ross sits down to read the paper. Rachel's trying to strike up a conversation, being all cutesy, and goes, what you reading?
No.
Ross goes, The paper?
The paper.
Rachel says, yeah, what's it about?
No.
And then realized that that's a dumb question.
Right.
But Ross indulges and says, events from around the globe? Rachel shakes her head and says, okay, Ross, you know what? There's something that I have to talk to you about, and everyone's saying I shouldn't tell you, but I think they're wrong. I mean, you know how people can be wrong? Ross agrees, sure. Once at work, I thought carbon dating was fossilized. Rachel interrupts and goes, okay, Ross, I'm really trying to tell you something here.
I like to know what the end of that sentence is because I don't think it's going to make any sense.
He tells her to go ahead. Rachel settles in and says, okay, I think I'm just going to say it. I'm still in love with you, Ross. Ross is stunned. Really? He's only said her name 170 times. Why is he stunned?
Right.
Ross mutters, wow, I'm not sure what to do with that right now. And then Rachel immediately starts laughing hysterically. Ross confused says, what? Was that a joke? Because it's mean. Rachel, still laughing, says, I'm so dead serious. I'm totally serious. Ross says, why are you laughing? Rachel goes on, still laughing. Because I just heard it. I heard it. And it's ridiculous. I mean, you're married.
Yes.
You're married. And it's just ridiculous. And it's like when I said it, I sort of floated up out of my body, you know, and then I heard myself say it, and then Rachel laughs and says, you're such an idiot. Do you ever get that floating out of your body experience?
No.
I hear myself sometimes say things, and I roll my eyes and kick myself for saying something, but I don't think I've ever had that floating out of my body. I've heard people say it before. And
Oh, no.
yeah, I don't get it.
I've never floated outside my body. Because I don't think it's actually physically possible.
Right, but they
Like, I can imagine, I can project different blocking. But that's how I think of it, as blocking. And,
right. I mean, I've certainly said stuff and gone, oh my God.
Yeah,
I can't believe you said that.
Oh, that was dumb.
So Ross agrees, well, I am married, even though I haven't spoken to my wife since the wedding.
Ugh.
Rachel laughs. I'm sorry, that's not funny. Ross says, actually, it kind of is.
Mm-hmm.
My wife won't return my calls. I don't know where my wife is. He laughs. Hey, Ross, where's the missus? Don't know.
With Colin, probably.
Rachel panics. Oh, God. Okay, you know what? Do you think we could just forget that I told you this? Now a warning?
Oh, it's too late. Now that I told you, I got that out of my system.
Right.
You need to do your part
to forget
and forget about it.
Yeah. So Ross agrees. Well, I kind of have to. I mean, because the thing is, and Rachel says, the thing is, you know, you're married to Emily. And Ross sadly says, that is what the thing
You
is.
could just, get a divorce.
Right. You're gonna get a divorce.
I mean, just peel it off right now. You could get an annulment right now if you tried.
You could. Rachel quickly asked Ross, things aren't going to be weird between us, right? I mean, was that just the stupidest thing, me telling you that? Oh, no, Rachel. Only everyone has been telling you not to go to London, to not say anything, and now you asked if you shouldn't have said anything. Sorry. Ross stutters, no, I'm glad you did it. Look, if nothing else, it's always great when someone tells you they love you. Rachel agrees.
I've had people do that where you're like, it's not a good thing.
Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
It's like, oh, this is going to make things weird now.
I like you as a friend. Rachel agrees. That's what I said. Thank you for being so nice. And they hug. No, thank you, Ross says.
All right, both sit down and we got some more cut line stuff to do. Rachel moans, oh God, I'm just glad I didn't give you the cassette I made of all of our songs. And Ross is like, what songs? And Rachel lists, oh, you know, With or Without You. And Ross goes, oh yeah. And then Rachel says, Everybody Hurts, which I guess is a very R&R song.
I know. And he's like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah. And Rachel then goes, Rhiannon, which is a Fleetwood Mac song.
Okay.
You would know it if you heard it.
Okay.
They say Rhiannon in it a bunch of times. But Ross doesn't remember anything to do with that, so he goes, why Rhiannon? And Rachel tries to remind him, come on, you remember in the living room on Monica's laundry? And Ross doesn't remember that and says, not me. And Rachel goes, really?
And now we're back at Monica and Rachel's with even more from the cutting room floor.
Yeah.
Monica and Phoebe are in the living room packing while Rachel enters from her room, and Monica goes, so what happened? Rachel goes, well, it was really hard, but I'm glad I did it. Monica goes, so was I right or wrong? And Rachel goes, oh, come on, honey, does it really matter? Monica goes, no. Rachel goes, right. Monica goes, yes, I need it for my scorebook. Rachel is shocked as Monica tries to recant what she just said. She goes, diary.
Diary. Scorebook diary. I already told Ross he was the fastest, which... then the guys that are all excited for their next vacation. Must be nice. Nobody has to work anymore. I mean, they just got back.
Right.
Ross goes, okay, let's go. And Chandler yells, Atlantic City. And Phoebe's very excited, says, Atlantic City, baby. Let's roll some bones. Hey, Joey, high five for rolling bones. And they high five, but Phoebe suddenly stops and kind of goes, ooh. And the guys take a step back as Joey points out, Pheebs, you're leaking. And Monica, OMGs, your water broke. The guys go, oh,
right.
Kind of understanding. And Phoebe goes, all right, well, don't worry. I call shotgun. And she starts to head out, but everybody else is like, whoa, hey, wait. And Chandler explains, Phoebe, we got to take you to the hospital now.
And the last cut line of the episode, Phoebe says, okay, well, there's probably one on the way to Atlantic City.
Ross tells her, Pheebs, the babies are coming now. And Rachel, the former cheerleader, goes, high five, the babies are coming. And they all high five. And Phoebe carefully asks, wait, remember when my water broke? And they all high five again.
Aww. And then the tag. They're in the hallway between the apartments, and they're taking Phoebe to the hospital, but Chandler and Monica hold back. Monica goes, I can't believe Phoebe's going to have her babies. Chandler goes, I know, it's beautiful and amazing. And then they both kiss. Chandler goes, you know what else I can't believe? I had to kiss Phoebe and Rachel every time I left a room. I mean, it's too bad they didn't see us having sex. Monica goes, do you know anything about women? Chandler goes, no. And she goes, that's all right. They kiss again.
No, I like that he says no, like, no. Like, I don't, like, he didn't even know why she was asking that right now.
That's all right. Chandler goes, okay. And they kiss again. That's the end of the episode.
That's the end.
Cut and print. All right, we're going to take another short break. We'll be right back.
That's right.
Guys, Phoebe is still upset about London. Maybe we should plan something fun to do with her.
That sounds great, Mon. What'd you have in mind? Oh, we could take her to a strip club. Nah, Joey, she didn't really seem to enjoy that much last time. Man, I want to go to a strip club.
It needs to be something fun for the whole day.
You know, once when I was a kid, my mom and dad packed a lunch and we went to Central Park and we spent the whole day there. We just walked around and rode the paddle boat and a magician was doing magic tricks and stuff.
Oh, Chandler, that's sweet. Your childhood stories are normally disturbing.
Well, my father got arrested later that evening for lewd behavior, but it didn't ruin the whole day.
So picnic it is.
Yep. Yeah! Sounds good. All right, we're back to the wrapping up of things.
Yes. So what did we learn from this episode?
Joe, what did you learn?
I'm still mad at Rachel. I mean, she cinched it there in the end, but come on, do better. Be a cut above.
And I learned that Monica and Chandler were already working together as a couple in conversations with their friends, but it was so faint that the friends didn't notice. And Monica is really good at holding her breath.
What are your final thoughts, Adam?
It's weird that Phoebe didn't get FOMO until after they were back from the London trip.
Right.
She didn't seem to care why they were gone.
Right. And I think it was super cute. They planned something they could all do together to cheer up Phoebe for being left out.
Even though they did not get to do it.
That's right.
And they never do.
All right. What is our sweater vest tracker?
Well, the prior count was 0.
Yeah.
The episode total was 1.
All right.
So at episode 2, we have 1 sweater vest.
Awesome. We have no Magnadoodle, although we were in the guy's apartment. We didn't see the doodle board, so
yeah. Well, we were in their bathroom.
That's true. Saw the fourth wall.
Yeah.
So what's our IMDb rating for this episode?
The rating for this episode is 8.9 out of 10 stars with 6,300 ratings.
Woo! All right, we have a review from one of our listeners.
Nice.
Yeah, Sandy D said she just can't let you read the review. So she sent one in for this week.
Oh, she specifically said.
No, I'm just teasing. So the one with all the kissing. She loves the first scene. Monica still has champagne in her glass when she goes under the tub and comes back out. She's like, how's that possible? This is one of her most favorite episodes. Favorite line? Rachel says, nice hotel, nice beach, met some nice people. Not too shabby for Rachel. She also likes your favorite line. Oh, Mrs. Geller, why you cry?
Yep. I love that one.
That's a good favorite. Favorite outfit? Chandler's sweater vest.
Yay.
She said, yay, finally. Favorite moment? All the kissing. When Phoebe says, just don't bring it in my mouth. The look on everyone's faces when Chandler forgets that they're not alone. So funny.
Oh, no.
Also, how did Ross get 72 long-stemmed roses sent all the way to London, then sent all the way back to New York in one day? I'm not sure it was the same day, but it was probably a very quick turnaround.
Well, they didn't have to. He probably just had a florist there. Sent him, and then they put him in a box.
That's true. Cut him up into mulch, ship him over here.
Unless they called the florist. I was like, cut up a bunch of roses. And put a box on it.
True. A New York florist? Yeah, that'd be funny.
It'd be cheaper than sending a box from England.
It's true. She said there's so many great funnies in this one. Rachel licking the picture, swing dance lessons, ? Rachel telling Ross she still loves him, but immediately bursts out laughing. So great. Best of all, Phoebe's water breaking. Wow, Central Park is right by my house. Woo! I give this episode 10 out of 10 coffee cups.
Oh, 10 out of 10 coffee cups. Very nice.
Yes, thank you, Sandy D. We always appreciate when you write in.
Yes, thank you so much.
All right, so what's next week's episode?
Next week's is the 100th.
Ooh.
It'll be the 100th episode of Friends.
Wow. What's your synopsis, Adam?
Monica and Chandler have their first spat regarding a male nurse after our friends take Phoebe to the hospital to get a tray of buns out of her oven. And I will spend half the episode saying, kidney stones.
I love that episode.
Kidney stones.
Kidney stones. All right, you're going to get sick of us saying that. Are you ready for some maladjusted content?
I am ready.
All right. So we finished the fall of the House of Usher.
Yeah, so what'd you think of the last episode?
It was really good. I mean, I like Mike Flanagan's stuff. I don't like gory stuff, but for some reason I really like him, the way he portrays stories and,
he's very character driven.
Yeah. And so I was like, what the hell is going to go on? And he kept saying this thing was in the basement. And you're like, are we ever going to see it? Is it in his imagination? So, yeah, it was really good. It was crazy. I liked it a lot. I liked the whole thing put together. And I'm sorry I didn't watch it the first time around.
Apology accepted.
And then you've been on a Mindhunter kick.
Yeah.
Is one of your favorite shows. You love watching that. I like watching it too. It's really good. And I'm half watching it. It's one of those things you've seen before, I've seen before, so we kind of like play on our phones now and then.
I don't think you ever saw the second season though, right?
No,
Yeah, so I'm watching season 2 now.
So
I've seen season 1 a lot, like way too many times.
I was playing on my phone and half watching, and then there was this really sad part, and Adam looked over and I was crying, and I said to Cooper, the dog, I don't know why I'm crying, Cooper. I'm not even watching.
And what I say? Mrs. Geller, why you cry?
And then we were looking for something to watch this weekend, so we bought and watched Mission Impossible, 7, 8? What is it?
The newest one, the new one.
Okay.
The last one? I don't know if it'll be the last one.
I don't know. He's in his 60s, so who knows? It's really good, though.
In his next movie, he's going to space. For
Is
real.
What?
He's filming part of the next movie in space.
Wow.
That's supposed to be what happens. I don't know whether it'll happen or not.
But, like, who made, like, Tom Cruise, like, whatever you want to do, Tom, whatever.
Well, that's when you have $1 billion.
Yeah. And you want to film in space, you go to film in
Half
space.
the billionaires go, I'm going to try and control everybody on the planet. And he goes, you know what? I just want to run on the outside of buildings and hang off planes and stuff.
I want to do my own stunts, basically.
I mean, he's got his crazy side projects, too.
Sure.
I'm not going to die.
But I do like the Mission Impossible movies, I think. Yeah. And they tie it up so nicely, like from the very first one to the very last one. There's all these like tie-ups and so it's always good. Yeah. Fun.
Always good.
It's always good. All right, you ready to wrap this up and let these people go?
I am.
All right. We are so glad you stumbled across our podcast. If you're enjoying it, please share it with other friends, fans.
Or maybe rate it and or leave a review.
And if you want to contribute your thoughts or reactions to the podcast, send us your musings and we'll share them on that episode. You can also write just to say hey.
Yeah, we'd like to hear from even more of you misfits out there.
Check out the show notes for details. You know how to get a hold of us.
Joe, are you ready for a cup of coffee?
Always. That sucks. That's not a trip. I just came from the park.